The problem with the Nord Stream pipeline, and explained by the Polish prime minister, is a form of hybrid warfare. The Russians use gas as a weapon against their neighbors and to control us. And also, it works to split NATO. And that's a major thing that Putin wants to do. And Biden is playing right into Vladimir Putin's hand by being weak and not being forthright.
And why does Germany want this pipeline in the first place? Because if you listen to Merkel and some of the German officials there, they try and talk a good game against the authoritarianism in Russia. But I remember back in 2019 with President Trump's infamous phone call, the one that got him impeached by House Democrats and later acquitted. But the first time, in that 2019 phone call with his Ukrainian counterpart, President Trump asked him, he says, how come Merkel, she's in Germany, she's near you guys in Ukraine? They talk a good game against Putin, but they don't actually help you guys out against Russia. And yet here again, we see Merkel wanting to I guess, hitch herself to Russia with this gas and oil pipeline coming in. Why does Germany want this in the first place?
I think that there's more to be seen. Chancellor Merkel has a long-standing relationship with the Russians going back to the Soviet era. She met her husband in Moscow in the early 70s. She was active in East German politics. The Stasi, of course, was very strong, and Putin was stationed in East Germany. I think there's a lot of things to be questioned. In fact, British Prime Minister Boris Johnson raised that in 2018.
And now, of course, we see the House Minority Leader here in the U.S., Kevin McCarthy. He says now we're about a month or so into the Biden administration, and this is already the second time that he's caved to Putin, he's caved to Russia. Of course, the first was what you and I have discussed a few times on this program, was his concessions with the START treaty with Russia. And of course, now with this pipeline, this seems to be the second caving of Biden. Do you agree with McCarthy's statements on that?
Absolutely. I think that Joe Biden puts America last. And he's been an appeaser of Russia and formerly the Soviet Union, all the way back to the SALT II Treaty in 1979, where he got a song and dance from the Soviet dictator Leonid Brezhnev.
So I guess we can say Biden, Democrats always used to say that President Trump was the puppet of Putin, but it seems like once again they were projecting their own issues onto President Trump and Republicans, because Biden in many ways, some could say he's a puppet of Putin. He's playing right into their